Hello, welcome to the Pog Cup 2023.
Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's time for the first quarterfinal of the Pog Cup 2023, and the first match of these quarterfinals will be MÖRKÖS versus NENU. Adam, feel free to introduce those two amazing players.
MÖRKÖS Seed 2 qualified to the qualifying score with 735,000 points, defeated Somalia in the round of 16, 5-3, is the defending champion, Pog Cup 2022 champion, and NENU doesn't really need to be introduced. Seed 7 qualified with qualifying score of 647 points. Beat Hazuli very convincingly 5-1 in the round of 16. That's the second match for both of these players in the World Cup 2023.
Yeah, and let's take a look on the bracket. There is one thing we want to mention. Unfortunately, the round of 24 match SV versus Yani couldn't be scheduled due to technical issues Yani wasn't able to fix. Therefore, SV got a walkover directly to the round of 16 and will play their Jesper. The match is scheduled for tomorrow for 15:30 UTC. So tomorrow we will know the 8 quarter finalists. But not only this match will be played tomorrow. Tomorrow we are also playing Mark versus Jesper. So intense action today and more intense action also tomorrow.
Yes, we have only one match, round of 16 match yet to be played. Jesper versus SV. The other three quarterfinals are known. Only Schnecke doesn't know his opponent yet. That will be either Jesper or SV. And today we play the first of them, MÖRKÖS versus NENU. Tomorrow, Pog versus Jesper. And next week, he versus Team and Schnecke versus whoever wins that remaining round of 16 match.
And we will be done with the quarterfinals in April. For the first weekend of May, we plan the two semifinals to be played, and if both finalists are available, the final on May the 13th. This is the plan for the tournament. And guys, we are almost done with best of 9 matches. Today, the first match, best of 11. The quarterfinal stage and the semifinal stage consist of matches best of 11. So the first to win 6 games advances to the next round. Yeah,
that
on paper,
will be semi-final already. That's crazy. Time passes by so quickly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Adam, on paper, MÖRKÖS seems to be the favorite of the match, but I think NENU has some other opinions about who's the favorite to win this match.
Well, MÖRKÖS had some early struggles with Somalian in the round of 16. This match wasn't easy by any means. Managed to win with that. But NENU had a very easy match against Hazuli. He lost only one game, other 5 won very convincingly, eventually finishing with 5-1 score. MÖRKÖS has got to do a lot of work in order to get to the semi-final, surely.
Yeah, NENU is a very well-known player, especially in the NTSC scene. And yeah, NENU for sure will be a very tough opponent for MÖRKÖS. But MÖRKÖS is the only PAL does max out in this tournament, so he definitely knows how to play post-transition. And MÖRKÖS is also in the chat. Welcome, MÖRKÖS. Hello. I hope you're ready for the tournament, for the match today. I see we are still waiting for NENU to go live. And we have Maria Marta in the chat. Welcome. Hello.
Hello, MÖRKÖS.
Yes, so we are still waiting for for NENU to, as we are waiting for NENU to join us here, let's take a look on the stats. Both players only one match played, but yeah, the statistics of the losing scores and losing lines seem to be very even on both sides. So both players, when they lost the games, they seemed to do with early top outs, no full time games. As far as the top scores, and MÖRKÖS still trailing 600k. NENU already has one, and MÖRKÖ is only one of the three players with 200 lines as the highest score. And we have Leand05 in the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Hello. Well, the time has come. I guess it's... Oh, NENU is live. Just now went live. Let's bring the players here.
And we have also Mark in the chat. Welcome, Mark. Hello.
Hello.
Mark, who will be playing tomorrow against our tournament monster, Jepper. So this also seems to be a very interesting match. Mark already played one very interesting match last weekend against Tugi. This was round of 16, but the match could have been like a semi-final or the final of other tournaments, because the level was so high, and yeah, the drama there. If someone missed the match, you definitely need to check the VOD. Okay, so we have both players in. MÖRKÖ, NENU, do you want to play same pitch sets? If yes, we will roll a seat for you, and then we will start with this first quarterfinal of the 2023 edition of the LOL Pog Cup.
Yes,
And
it's
not
PAL
only
Tetris.
not only PAL does Tetris, the purest form of Tetris, in our opinion. Okay, NENU is for SPS. What about MÖRKÖ?
V3 Dream, it's fine, just no zero on the fifth digit.
Okay, so Adam, let's roll the seat for the players. There is no zero in fifth seat, it's in fifth spot, so it should be fine. Okay, so let's do a test game. Guys, please put the seat and let the blocks fall so we can check if it works. If it works, we will play. If it doesn't work, we simply won't place SPS.
Yes.
So simple as that. Please put the seat, start the game, let the pieces fall, and then we will see if it works or not.
It's J Lombardi. And another J.
Oh, that it will be the best if like NENU does.
Oh,
No, it doesn't work.
It won't work.
Okay, so this version 3 doesn't work. Okay, guys, so that solves this kind of questions. Unfortunate, so we need to go, unfortunately, for the pure RNG in this match. MÖRKÖ, you need to update your gym for the future. You need to update it. Yes, you need to this ancient version. Yeah, that's not nicely stamped with the words. Okay,
You see,
so guys,
MÖRKÖ, me, Mark, we are all so old, and no one believes us. Like, it's so pathetic, isn't it?
yeah. Okay, so guys, if you're ready, we can start the quarterfinal. Without further ado, I guess we are all curious what we can expect. Ready
They are
from
ready,
MÖRKÖ's side?
so we can start in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Still Paldas, still only level 18 stars, but this time it's best of 11. It's called a quarterfinal. And they both started.
Both are in, and let's see how the game develops. I hope to see some high-scoring games from both sides. I hope to, as a commentator and as an organizer, I also hope for some dramatic turns of events, like nice chase downs at Pulse 19 and so on. I know the players want to have clean wins, but you know, everyone has a different approach. And both players with relatively clean starts. MÖRKÖS with 3 Tetrises, also with 3 Tetrises NENU. MÖRKÖS is building one of the ground. And NENU is going very cleanly. And NENU takes the chance to take a 1 Tetris lead. Oh, and MÖRKÖS board is not looking great by any means.
Yeah, it's quite a shaky start by MÖRKÖS. Definitely hasn't got himself into the match yet. It has quite some time, it's just the first game, but the first game is very important for many reasons. We'll be out of it very, very soon, but about 3 Tetrises behind at the very beginning of the game. NENU has taken this opportunity greatly.
And MÖRKÖS with some kind of weird misdrops. Looks like he's not fully warmed up yet.
NENU is playing with some amazing pace now. It's gonna be 257 at 52 lines. MÖRKÖS already almost 100,000 points behind.
And MÖRKÖS going for column 8, well. And NENU has to fix his left side, so there is some kind of a chance for MÖRKÖS, because NENU won't be able to score Tetrises for one more line, I suppose. Yeah, not so long cleaning from NENU's side.
Well, the situation in this game starts to become a bit difficult for MÖRKÖS. He's still about 100,000 points behind, but with a definitely less clean board, NENU doesn't seem to be stopping by any means. We have about 50 lines left, and it really looks like NENU will deliver this huge lead till the transition safely. MÖRKÖS, of course, can play on 19. But the 100k deficit is definitely something you don't want to be at when transitioning. NENU 424 at 89 lines, MÖRKÖS 289 at 84 lines. Now it's over 150,000 leads for NENU. NENU is on a pace for a over 600k transition.
Yeah, and NENU, no problems at all in this game. MÖRKÖS still fighting, forcing some Tetrises on column 8. It's not the cleanest game from the Finnish player right now. Okay, NENU takes another Tetris, 475 after 104 lines. Now almost 500k, and MÖRKÖS with some weird placements. Okay, he finds a way to solve it. He's building for this column 8, which isn't so efficient in the long term.
Well, MÖRKÖS already requires 19k to take this game, and I'm afraid there's going to be quite a lot of that. NENU yet another Tetris, 546, and still can score 3 more. MÖRKÖS 397 at 116 lines. This is gonna be a huge advantage for NENU at transition.
Yeah, and as you said, NENU probably will transition with a score over 600k. 593 has 2 more lines.
Oh, but
So
this
yeah,
board
there's.
is looking pretty dangerous for transition. This will
Mm-hmm.
most likely won't be perfect transition. The left is very difficult here. Now, what is he going to do? He needs the L and gets the L. That's gonna help him a lot. NENU survives the transition. 623 now for NENU. MÖRKÖS transitions as well with 490. So well over 100,000 points lead for NENU at the transition. And MÖRKÖS immediately with trouble, in a lot of trouble, actually tops out at level 19. NENU takes the first game.
NENU, if you want, please play it out. It might be another 700k in the tournament. Feel free to mull on it. Yeah, very convincing win in game number 1 for NENU. But now NENU seems to have some problems, and it might be it.
Well, that's still survivable, but very difficult. But this left, unfortunately, won't happen.
But 645, 660 is a nice score to start a match. 1-0 for NENU.
Hello.
And we have Dan V in the chat. Welcome, Dan.
I
Hello.
see NENU is doing the hover 3 thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's ready and MÖRKÖS is ready, so we can start the second game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah, and both players started the second game of the match. MÖRKÖS with a way much cleaner stack right now. NENU has some finished towers in the middle. Okay, and the guys, as the players are going clean, let's take a look on our Macherino. Right now it stands at $666.66. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, you can click on the link seen in the chat and help expand the prize pool. Right now, both players who are playing in this quarterfinal are guaranteed at least $33.33. The one who wins the match will be guaranteed $66.66.
And with a much cleaner start. This is the kind of the pace NENU had in the previous game, and NENU digging. This is getting kind of dangerous-ish in a way. It should be fine. A lot of those left-oriented holes though. But with this burn, it's gonna be all fine, I suppose. With this number, he's out of it.
And we have also our tournament monster, Jepper, in the chat. Hello, Jepper, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, and yeah, this time NENU seems to have some struggles with his board. Can't find a rhythm. And out of nowhere, MÖRKÖS has 120k lead in this game. This is how quickly the actions can develop in PAL Tetris game. And NENU needs to do some cleaning. It isn't the best board to work with, yeah, but he has no other choice. Okay, now he should be clean. 131 for NENU and 324 for MÖRKÖS, so the monster game from MÖRKÖS side. MÖRKÖS with almost 200,000 point lead after 66 lines. What is going on, guys? What is going on?
Well, can you imagine what would have happened if MÖRKÖS had the space in the previous game? This is absolutely amazing. 200k lead, double the score at 74 lines. I'm gonna have to admit, I think I haven't seen one at a match at this level. Such a huge lead at this stage for a very long time, which didn't come like one player not playing like tremendously bad, but the score of NENU's in itself isn't that horrible by any means. Now
Yep.
he's going much more aggressive and is getting very dangerous, but gets the Lombard at the last moment.
Yeah, I wanted to say that NENU's score isn't that bad. Simply the score from MÖRKÖS side is that monstrous, that big, that the score from NENU's looks like a very, very weak score at the moment, but don't get fooled by that. And we have also Pisars in the chat. Welcome, Pisars. Hello.
Hello, MÖRKÖ 468 at 96 lines, NENU 318 at 97 lines. It looks like he managed to reduce this lead by like 2 or maybe even 3 Tetrises, but MÖRKÖ still a lot ahead.
Yeah, and MÖRKÖ sport needs some fixing. Okay, with these TPs should be fine. NENU needs to reopen the well and waits for a long bar, and now it's getting dangerous, but gets the long bar in time. 366 for NENU, 497 for MÖRKÖ. So MÖRKÖ is now approaching 600k transition.
That was
Okay.
a very bizarre placement of this J by NENU. No idea what he wanted to do with that, but this is gonna cost some burning. MÖRKÖ now manages to extend the lead. NENU definitely needs quite a lot of 19 play at this point. MÖRKÖ 547 at 121 lines, getting yet another Tetris. NENU 400k at 125 lines, so he will transition over 100,000 points behind. Soon we will know how huge the deficit will be. MÖRKÖ transitions with almost 600k and will survive this transition. NENU with a not perfect board to say the least to transition with, and I don't think there's anything he can do about this left side. NENU is gonna top out. MÖRKÖ takes this game with a 600k score.
MÖRKÖ, if you want, feel free to play it out. Let's see
Can
how
he
far it can
survive
go.
it? This is possible to survive it, actually, but would need this 4 high quick tap, I believe. Without this quick tap, unless some miracle series of S's and Z's to the left, which all work out, but not this time. MÖRKÖ tops out. What a start to this match we have.
Yeah, the players exchanged 600 haze in both in the first game. All of the games went to level 19 transition, so they are definitely prepared for this match. I hope, guys, you enjoy what you're seeing, because
And
there is
they
a
are ready,
very-
so we can start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
The third game is in, and both started with a Tetris. And we have a donation in the match arena, $1.11. So our prize pool is at $667.77. They have 3 sevens. So yeah, maybe it's time to do 5 sevens out of them.
Wow, this would be epic, wouldn't it? They both start with 4 Tetrises in a row. What is about this 18 efficiency in this match? Well, I don't think we've had any double 4 Tetris in a row start the Pog Cup so far.
Not yet, Adam, but this is the stage it should happen. This is the quarterfinal. We have the top 8 best players in the tournament, so we kind of can expect from them to be that efficient. Maybe
So
we even
far-
should do this.
So far, basically exact same scores.
Considering the line counts, yes. And this time, both players without troubles. So yeah, this is the game we wanted to see for sure, when both players are going clean and going efficient. Those 2 first games were the so-called warm-up games. And now time to see some PAL action on the highest level possible.
First double 700k in this game. Why not? They
Why
are
not?
both on
Why not?
pace. They will both have 250 at 50 lines, and they do have both 255 at 50 lines. That's some extraordinary efficiency.
Yeah, MÖRKÖS and NENU needs to fill his stack with pieces to be Tetris ready, and he does it. 283 for NENU, and meanwhile 303 for MÖRKÖS. So MÖRKÖS, after this shaky start in game number 1, looks like he finally found his MÖRKÖS rhythm.
Well, it's pretty interesting what NENU will... Oh, that's a very difficult bird for NENU. I guess the number. Another one to follow. This is gonna save him, but that was very dangerous for a second. It's very interesting what NENU will do. Now looking, MÖRKÖS is getting into his zone.
Yeah, but MÖRKÖS zone is not yet there for 100%. Look at MÖRKÖS stack right now.
It's
not
fine.
that perfect.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, but this is a chance for NENU to even up the score. 378 for MÖRKÖS after 84 lines. Sorry. Okay, let's give the update right now because something I missed. Sorry. 391 for MÖRKÖS, 385 for NENU. So similar score, similar line counts. So anyone's game right now.
Now MÖRKÖS went for a very aggressive center well, 30 center well here, and it didn't pay off by any means. No, it's something to the right, gets it finally. This has been waiting for the Lomba for quite some time. NENU has taken this opportunity very, very well. Now, well over Tetris ahead. And MÖRKÖS with some kind of center well trouble. This center well he's doing definitely doesn't work by any means.
And NENU increases his lead, 484 for NENU, 426 for MÖRKÖS. So these struggles from MÖRKÖS' side gave NENU the chance to build an early lead, and NENU already with a score over 500k after 115 lines.
You have to remember, a lead of 100k over MÖRKÖS is not going to be safe by any means. Of course, he would be a strong favorite, nevertheless, but it's not safe. MÖRKÖS.
Can we see another 600k game? It looks like NENU went for this very, very intelligent adjustment. Is Tetris ready? Scores a Tetris, 600k transitions for NENU, and MÖRKÖS is going crazy. He's going center well crazy.
Getting very difficult pieces to work with at the transition, getting heavily drotted. This is gonna be very dangerous transition for MÖRKÖS. This is looking terribly bad. What are these pieces? Oh no. There wasn't much he could do actually.
Yeah, and MÖRKÖS,
that's gonna be it. NENU will take this game.
Yeah, and NENU with 622 and still going on level 20. It's 135 lines, 489 for MÖRKÖS was the final score. And it looks like NENU can't do much in this game, but another strong game from NENU, 624, 980. Another winning score over 600k. Those guys are insane, but in a very positive way.
MÖRKÖS is ready, NENU is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Well, in that previous fourth game, MÖRKÖS went for a very aggressive center well and got stuck on it for quite some time. I wonder if he knew he would have been at such a huge deficit at transition anyway, because if he had known that, I'm pretty sure he would have gone for some safer place. This is the past now, has to focus on the next game. Is 1-2 down. It's NENU who's playing exceptionally well so far.
Yeah, it looks like there is no room for level 18 struggles in this match, because if you are stopped for like 10 lines of digging, your opponent takes the chance and leaves no doubt plays without mercy. So yeah, this happened to Mörkö in game number 1 and 3. The same happened for NENU in game number 2. So yeah, no chances, no room for level 18 struggles. It looks like right now in this match.
MÖRKÖ once again with some kind of center wall, which finally manages to open.
And NENU is in danger.
It's dire straits for NENU, needs a long bar right now, and gets it. It's basically the last possible moment. It didn't break down entirely. Wow. Some tough plays. MÖRKÖ in the lead, about 2 Tetrises at this point. NENU digging. MÖRKÖ also with a very nasty dependency on the left. Has to double it on the right as well now. Still.
Yeah, but MÖRKÖ is the one who has 2 Tetris lead right now, or even a little more, depending on the timing of long bars. But NENU seems to be fine with his digging. And score updates. After 63 lines, MÖRKÖ 269 and NENU 191. So over 3 Tetrises lead for MÖRKÖ at this stage of the game. And in this game, both players seems to struggle a little bit. Yes, those games happen to everyone. But yeah, you have to be concentrated, you have to take every chance to dig as soon as possible and go back to efficiency. 316 for MÖRKÖ, 240 for NENU.
NENU with this very aggressive long bar in the 9th column now will have to burn a few additional lines. Oh, went for this dependency, that was very interesting. Didn't have to by any means because he had the next piece to open up immediately. MÖRKÖ is leading by almost 100,000 points. The situation in this game is starting to look very difficult for NENU.
Yeah, but right now NENU's board is looking under control. MÖRKÖ is also in a driver's seat position, so yeah, but MÖRKÖ now had to do some weird things with his stack. Should be clean very soon. NENU isn't ready as well for a Tetris. So MÖRKÖ is clean. 423 for MÖRKÖ. NENU 341. So this is less than 100 Tetris lead. So like NENU was able to reduce the deficit by 1 Tetris. But right now NENU is struggling.
Well, I don't see any way for NENU to win this game with no 19 play, especially after this Tetris of MÖRKÖ's. One more Tetris MÖRKÖ gets and NENU requires 19 play. And MÖRKÖ has 15 lines to work with and a clean board. NENU's also clean but very much behind. About 4 Tetrises at this point. This is going to be very difficult for NENU to overcome. MÖRKÖ already with 500k at 124 lines. NENU 416 at 122. NENU will need quite a lot of 19 play, and this transition is not going to be absolutely perfect, but gets the stone bar just on time. Has to go for this kind of, unfortunately now needs something to the right very soon. This is 3 high left. This didn't go there without the quick tap, and that's gonna be over for NENU. MÖRKÖ takes the game. MÖRKÖ, please play it out. We wanna see 700k.
Yeah, what's
Cześć,
amazing,
Leolio.
Adam? Hello, Leolio, cześć. Adam, what's amazing in this match, despite those struggles on level 18, every player is able to get to transition every game right now. every one of them. No early top outs, 147 lines for 540.720 is the final score from MÖRKÖS side. But as you can see, no one wants to top out early. Everything has to be decided on level 19.
MÖRKÖ is ready. And ready as well. We start the 5th game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah, I want to give you some update from the statistics of the match. After those 4 games, average losing score from MÖRKÖ 492, from NENU 458, average losing lines from MÖRKÖ 137, NENU 135. It should give you an impression what kind of exceptional match we are experiencing right now.
Yes, and we can expect it to get yet better, because so far in none of these games any 19 play was needed to win the game. All the winning scores were already enough on 18. I mean, the transition scores in all of those games would have been enough to win the games anyway. And I'm sure it cannot stay like this for the whole match. Finally, they will get some close transition.
We are like 4 games in from the possible 11, so we are not even in the halfway of the match. And quick score update, 114 for NENU, 97 for MÖRKÖ.
For some reason, I kind of getting like a kind of feeling that NENU seems to be controlling the 18 slightly better than MÖRKÖ in this match. This board looks like more stable most of the times, but unfortunately got into those kind of trouble in previous games.
Yeah, but don't forget that MÖRKÖ, even if it doesn't have a book stacking from you know the one we would like to see, he's the he's representing Finland, so yeah, he also knows how to deal with those Finnish school of stacking, so he can squeeze some Tetrises out of it as well. So yeah, MÖRKÖ doesn't have to have a perfect column 10 stack, but still can score Tetrises.
Of course, this time the setup is not perfect by any means, though. It's left. Oh, this is so aggressive by MÖRKÖ. Wow, this is nice.
Yeah, but scores a Tetris, and you see his stack is not perfect, but he is able to score those Tetrises. But this time NENU has an 80k lead at the moment, so about 4 Tetrises.
What a pace that is for NENU once again. 334 at 70 lines. MÖRKÖ with a classic tournament pace, 250 at 67 lines, and ready for another Tetris, but still over 3 Tetrises behind. Actually, more like 4 behind. Now NENU was 100,000 points ahead for a split of second. MÖRKÖ took that 1 Tetris back immediately. Once again, this is gonna be very tough. I'm wondering if MÖRKÖ this time will decide not to try to chase it down so aggressively on 18 and try to go for this deep chase down, which we all know he's very much capable of.
And MÖRKÖ has to change his approach for sure, because those aggressive chase down didn't work. So yeah, maybe it's time to try something else. Yeah, meanwhile, NENU
is just not making mistakes in such a situation so far. There's no reason to believe it happened this time.
Oh, and MÖRKÖ with this L hang, he needs a long bar very soon. Otherwise, his life will be very difficult. But he gets the long bar. But this will require an additional rounds of burning for MÖRKÖ, and this S placement also slows him down a little bit. So yeah, MÖRKÖ can survive it, but it's time for NENU to build the lead, and MÖRKÖ is in a very difficult situation right now.
Well, it should be possible to survive, but this, This O's don't make it easy. MÖRKÖS is going to top out.
And this is the
serious.
first early top out of the match, 361, 380 for MÖRKÖS. NENU, you are already good with 546 and 149, but please play it out. Don't top out yet now. We want to see how far you can go. Will it be another 600k?
It really looks like even one Tetris posts 600k on 18 still.
And that is 614 at 126 lines. So there is a potential for more. Let's see how NENU approaches level 19 if he knows that he already won the game. Will he go for some... How about immediately misdrops few pieces? So yeah, unfortunately that won't be that much, but 641 to 60 is also a nice score with 133 lines. NENU takes the game and leads 3-2.
Yeah, you can't zone out on pawn 19 even for a split of a second. Well, I guess MÖRKÖS is ready as he finished this 19 and NENU as well, so you can start the next game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. But so far, NENU's 19 play doesn't seem to be quite there. MÖRKÖS not as well. That's very tough 18 battles so far. Still, none of the players was able to do anything significant on 19, and at some point this must change. None of them can be safe. Now it's a matter of who will be the first to do it.
Yeah, remember the last week the match for Mark versus Togi. Mark also was struggling with his 19 play, but then the second to last game he scored those 212 lines or something like that. So yeah, sooner or later the 19 game has to come. But right now NENU is kind of high with his board and needs to bring it down. So this is once again a chance for MÖRKÖS to build an early lead, and as we saw in the previous games, the one who takes the early lead doesn't let it go. This was the scenario from the first 5 games, more or less. But NENU is fine, Stuck is in a safer position, but meanwhile MÖRKÖS 138, NENU 80k.
NENU decides to go back to the right immediately, but already almost 100,000 points ahead, now over 100,000 points ahead. MÖRKÖS on the perfect tournament pace now.
Yeah, they some kind of can't synchronize their best games in a one match game. Either one of them is on a perfect pace and the other one struggling, or the other way around. But let's hope they can finally find the synchronization.
Actually, I believe they hope that they don't do that. They bring
Yeah,
it like this, but are the one who manages to get it at the very last game to get this last scratch. And we're getting closer and closer to the finish line. Now it's 3-2. NENU needs only 3 more games. MÖRKÖS 4, so it's not that far by any means. And NENU misdrops. This will be now kind of difficult, but gets the piece to the left still. This is gonna take quite some burns actually, unless he wants to stay. Scon 8, I think, will be kind of forced to stay there for a second. Let's see how he manages to deal with that. Just goes for it. That's very good. Let's attaches there.
MÖRKÖS meanwhile we have
by almost 100k points.
Yeah, and this time look how clean the board on MÖRKÖS side looks like. 361 for MÖRKÖS, 264 for NENU, so MÖRKÖS this time with a 100k advantage.
looks like NENU is starting to get more aggressive once again. Let's see where it brings him this time. So far getting 2 Tetrises. MÖRKÖS still stacking very cleanly, still maintaining this 100k lead. NENU's board now kind of fell apart.
Yeah, but we know that NENU can find very interesting solutions, even if even in difficult situations. So let's see how it will be done this time.
This is a very difficult situation though. Needs sent to the right. Gets it. Still far from over the deck is.
Yeah, but gets some pieces which are very helpful for him.
Still not
Doesn't...
good. He was sent into this kind of center double well, center well, but finally manages to get out of it. But 150,000 points behind MÖRKÖ, 509 at 116 lines. NENU 371 at 115 lines getting Tetris, but NENU needs a lot of 19 play now anyways. He cannot afford any trouble at the transition this time if he wants to have any chance to win this game. MÖRKÖ, 540, but with not a perfectly clean board, will try to go for the center well Tetris here most likely. No, just saves the board entirely by burning into the transition. NENU transitions. MÖRKÖ
80k advantage for NENU for MÖRKÖ at the transition stage. Sorry, Adam, but wanted to give the players the update.
NENU in a lot of trouble after transition once again. This will be very difficult to do anything with this left, especially with this right. I don't see a way out of that for NENU unless some extraordinary lack of O's and L's to the left isn't happening this time. MÖRKÖ takes this game. MÖRKÖ, please play it out. That's... oh, I was sure he would have set up for this Tetris. Please play it out. Do you want to see 700k or more?
We have 3-3, only one early top out from MÖRKÖ's side, no early top outs from NENU's side in this match. The players exchanging the efficiency. Yeah, and we have 3-3 after 6 games. MÖRKÖ with another 600k. And MÖRKÖ is going for some weird solutions. Needs a long bar and gets a long bar. Okay, that's nice. And MÖRKÖ should be fine.
Wow, that was amazingly played. All the perfect moves. This would be quite unlucky if he doesn't get the number on time. Oh, that was very unlucky. Very good setup.
But 618, 640, 175 lines is a nice score. Another 600k game in this match. My god, what are those players doing? MÖRKÖ with 2 scores over 600k. NENU with 3. We have already 5 over 600k games.
And they are ready, so we
match.
can start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Adam, we are 6 games in, and total score from MÖRKÖ's side is 3.1 million, and total score from NENU's side is 3.3 millions after 6 games. So they are averaging over 500k per game.
Yes, NENU, all the 3 games he won were 600ks, weren't there?
Yeah, that's true. Every game he won was over 600k. That's true. And the games he lost was 449, 466 and 475. So also very consistent losing scores, if I'm allowed to say it this way. And we have Małe Żółte Krety 123 in the chat. Hello.
Another very close start by both. Very efficient start by both.
And we have also Rocco here. Hello, Rocco. Welcome.
Hello. In quite some trouble. Doesn't have the double well to burn, has to cover the well. It's getting very dangerous for NENU. He will need a Lombard pretty soon-ish. Gets the Lombard, but now he will have to burn. So MÖRKÖ, already 2 Tetris ahead, has a golden opportunity to get like to extend the lead by like 2 Tetris easily, given the state of NENU's boards. That's one of them. MÖRKÖ already with 200k. The situation is looking far from good by NENU. What an adjustment there. It's quite risky. He was so confident about having this DAS that he went for it. And now was kind of forced to go for this center where Tetris, which is not too good, but gets the Lomba. This would be very unfortunate had he got the Lomba actually. But MÖRKÖ already 100k in the lead. 282 at 58 lines, NENU 171 at 57 lines. Another crazy pace by MÖRKÖ.
MÖRKÖ with 130k advantage at the moment. Oh my god. Yeah, but the most important for NENU is that he's safe with his stack, so he can try to go for some efficiency.
Well, at this one moment when he kind of needed that Lomba just before opening the well, I'm sure he would have taken it, not caring about how far behind he will be. 100k behind compared to what he had on the board is still pretty much acceptable.
Yeah, that's true. I totally agree with you. But let's see, 339. Yeah, right now it's 120k. MÖRKÖ slowed down for a moment.
This center well he didn't have to go for. That was just his own vision, and gets rewarded for that. Gets Dirtware Tetris. The lead was kind of reduced to about 90,000 points now, but MÖRKÖ gets the Tetris, now maintains it.
And MÖRKÖ now is building one off the ground.
MÖRKÖ misses the tag.
Oh, and MÖRKÖ
that's very dangerous, but gets the Lombard.
Yeah, the players are so fortunate with the Longboards today. They're getting into troubles, and Longboards is the only solving piece, and they get it almost immediately. So, yeah, right now RNG is pretty kind for them.
Definitely, but it looks like this time NENU will require some 19 play. MÖRKÖ for 25.
And he goes crazy right now. Sorry, Adam, that I'm interrupting you, but the match is so exciting, and sometimes I can't stop saying something.
Well,
Please go
now
ahead.
NENU mathematically needs 19 play, and he really has to bring this down so on time this time. Cannot afford just letting go this game.
Yeah, but he's bringing it down with Tetrises. What an efficient.
This setup is not perfect by any means, though. It's kind of running out of space. We'll have to go for some covers and the transition. NENU transitions with 406. MÖRKÖ will transition with a bit less than 500k most likely. Has the room for one more Tetris and is setting up for it, but the board is getting out of control actually. This left is not good for the transition. This will be a very difficult transition for MÖRKÖ. Indeed, gets Lomba, but has some kind of holes and covers. Run out of space for pieces, absolutely, but will survive it. Water survival by MÖRKÖ that was way better than it looked like, and NENU in some trouble on level 21. No way of getting out of that. Tops out, and MÖRKÖ takes the game.
424, 100, 151 lines for NENU, and MÖRKÖ is going strong. Finally, a game where both players were able to bring it to level 19 plus, but MÖRKÖ immediately dropping the pieces in the wrong spots. And it looks like it will be it for MÖRKÖ. Yes, 156, 511,000, and MÖRKÖ for the first time in the match wins 2 games in a row. We had a trend, NENU going 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, but now MÖRKÖ broke this scenario, and it's 4-3 for MÖRKÖ. Mörke with a 2 games winning streak right now.
It's kind of looking like Merke finally managed to get the way and to find the way to crack NENU. Let's see how he replies. Merke is ready, NENU is ready. We start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
And as you can see in the chat, Rob Corici is
Oh, NENU
sitting
in a
on
lot
the
of
edge
trouble.
his seat.
This is so high on the right. It really needs something to burn right now. Odelomba gets the number once again at the very last second. Oh. This could have been game over actually. It was all dependent on the pieces. Still, not a perfect board, but gets the Tetris out of this. What is he doing?
Those players, they don't care that they're getting into troubles. If they need to bring the board down, they do it with 4 lines at a time.
Well, those setups must backfire at some point. You cannot play like this all the time without getting into some serious problems, at least. Let alone topping out.
Yeah, but see, NENU is not that far behind, about like 2 or 3 Tetrises at the moment.
Well, yeah, it's 3 Tetrises, but it's only 20 lines in. 3 Tetrises with 28 lines, now about 30 lines. Even 2 within 30 lines is quite a lot on PAL 18 at this level.
Yeah, but considering how difficult his stack was looking like.
Yeah.
And Mörke now right now. Mörke, oh my god, Mörke with a lot of trouble.
Is Mörke throwing?
Okay. Or is he surviving?
What is this
RNG?
That was like...
So many bails in this match for both players.
That was just a bailout. You cannot even say it was played well. I mean...
Yeah, but we have bailouts on both sides, so they are not only exchanging high-scoring games, but also exchanging bailouts.
And NENU's ahead all of a sudden.
Not yet. 221 for Mörke, 203 for NENU.
Was
but NENU
for a second, now isn't anymore, but now he is the one in trouble, gets the number. Well, I think the nerves are getting in. They didn't play like this by any means in the previous games.
Yeah, and we have Hagen points in the chat as well. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, NENU seems to have his stack under control. 256, only 1 Tetris behind Mörke after those those weird digging moments. But now his left side is not looking good. Okay, he got the pieces and he now can bring it down. 286 for NENU, 297 for Mörke, so anyone's game.
Rockostars trash.
Okay, but now NENU's board isn't looking good. He's not even Tetris ready. He can't burn right now. Okay. Now the long board held and he's Tetris ready. 314 for NENU, 347 for Mörke. Both exchanges Tetrises. So about 2 Tetris lead for the Finnish player at this stage of the game. Oh, and NENU, this will cost him a game, I suppose. Those misdrops weren't deadly for him, and NENU tops out 341, 620, and we have a situation in the match where Mörke has 2 games lead and is on the match point. Mörke is leading 5-3. This game wasn't good for NENU. He was playing with a fire for the whole time, and finally, the game sent him to top out, and NENU takes an advantage, 5-3 into the next game. NENU is on the match points, and MÖRKÖS is on the match points, and NENU in this very difficult situations. In order to win the match and in order to go to the semi-final, NENU needs to win all of the remaining 3 games. Yeah,
Looks like MÖRKÖS has a pretty decent chance of surviving this transition. Still very difficult, but compared to what it used to be, it's still a bit decent. And it looks like he will survive it. Oh, this misdrop of the O. Yes, but it wasn't the effect of this previous burns, just a misdrop.
$144 lines, 513.
Yes, best of 11 is first to 6.
First to 6. So NENU, you still have chances. You still have chances.
And they are ready, so we're starting in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. No, it's not 0, it's Tetris. Unless you mean that you are a 0.
Adam, don't be so mean. Okay, so MÖRKÖS, after those exchanging of games, was able to win 3 games in a row and has the edge over NENU right now.
All the previous 3 games were 500k, 500k and 600k for MÖRKÖS. NENU's highest score of these 3 games was only under circumstances, of course, 475, so he really needs to do something now. It's the last call. This board of NENU's is looking very difficult. Oh, and he's going for it. Oh, had to cover it eventually. This one didn't work out by any means. That's a Lombard, but this will be some burning, and already MÖRKÖS gets his first opportunity to get away with the lead. NENU didn't have to go for this high kind of hole in the board. Just all something he wanted to do, definitely. Now his 2 Tetris behind, and with much worse board than MÖRKÖS.
Yeah, but NENU goes for this dirty central Tetris. Gets the long board, gets the Tetris. 211 for MÖRKÖS, 178 for NENU. And another central Tetris for NENU. MÖRKÖS, meanwhile, is going for the classic column 10-12, 237 plays 204. So a little bit less than 2 Tetris lead for the Finnish player. And NENU, as you can see, is going all in.
So aggressive, this just cannot work out in the long run. It's like, once again, he will be in some trouble, and this is quite a lot of trouble considering this right now. And this misdrop of the O, now it's very difficult situation just to survive. Will he be able to survive it at all? This right is absolutely terrible. Needs a miracle now, really needs a long bar now. It's a long bar or top out basically, unless some series of quick taps left gets the first quick tap. Well, but with this, oh, that's gonna be it, I suppose. I don't think there's anything getting to the left, and that's it. NENU tops out, MÖRKÖS takes the game and the match, advancing to the semi-finals.
Oh my god. It was the last 4 games were very difficult. NENU was able to set a very high pace during those first 5 games, but then something stopped working on his side, and MÖRKÖS was able to bring this home and is. And MÖRKÖS is in the semi-final. NENU, it was very fun to watch you playing Tetris with your very brave moves. But unfortunately for you, it wasn't enough to beat MÖRKÖS. Thank you for the participation in the tournament. And MÖRKÖS, congratulations for winning this match. You advanced to the semi-final, and your potential opponent will be either Mark or Jepper. You will know your opponent tomorrow. The match will be played at 16:30 UTC.
But NENU is not left with nothing. He reached the quarterfinals, so he gets the share of the prize pool.
So NENU, you are guaranteed about $33 at the moment. So NENU, we will contact you after the tournament is done with the payout. So yeah, you definitely get some money as well.
Well, if you want to, here's the link to match arena. You can make it get higher. Know what to do, but now let's take a look at the bracket MÖRKÖS. We have the first semi-finalist of the Pog Cup 2023. It's MÖRKÖS from Finland.
Yeah, and I will bring you the statistics in a moment, guys, because I missed the final score of MÖRKÖS. So give me a moment, please, and I will update it in a moment. Adam, do some talking, please, and I will bring the statistics very soon.
MÖRKÖS says that was a stressful match. Which of these matches isn't stressful? Well, finally we have some high quality ball action in here. I'm sure MÖRKÖS is delighted it finished that relatively easily compared to what he had to go through the first games. We managed to outplay.
Yeah, but this match, Adam, wasn't easy at all. The 6-3 score doesn't tell the whole story.
Of course.
Yeah, this was intense. And guys, we are still with some other matches to be played. Tomorrow, the tournament monster Jepper is facing Mark, and as in the quarterfinal. But as a so-called warm-up match, we will have round of 6, the last match of round of 16, Jesper versus SV. So a lot of action also happening tomorrow. Okay, Adam, if you want, the statistics of the match are done, so you can present them to the viewers. If you want.
Here we have, that was a crazy match by both players, but MÖRKÖS score is exceptional, this difference. They didn't really have any like very early top out actually. All of the
Had
games.
only one early top out in game number 5 with 103 lines.
Yes. That's some.
Yeah, and we have only one game where the loser had less than 100 lines, and it was the last game of the match. In every other game, every of the players scored at least 100 lines, or cleared at least 100 lines, if you want to put it this way.
Well, I guess that's gonna be it for now, for today. Let's find somebody to raid. I know Mega Masters is about to be played, but I guess they are not live yet. So let's find somebody streaming Tetris. Is there anybody streaming playing Tetris? Any Tetris do we have? I see Geowolf is playing Tetris, so let's rate him. Yes, Windows update.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for today. Tomorrow
Even
we have.
Windows knows how old I am. It wants to update me.
Yeah. So yeah, to summarize, thank you once again, NENU. Thank you, MÖRKÖS, for an amazing match. We will be back with Pog Cup action tomorrow at 15:30 UTC. Jesper versus SV, the final match of round of 16, and 16:30 UTC, Mark versus Jesper in the second quarterfinal of this edition of the Pog Cup. So thank you for watching. Have a nice rest of the day, of the evening, of the morning, wherever you are, and see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 15:30 UTC we see. Thanks for watching, bye!